I've made over $25,000 in a single month from Amazon KDP during Q4, and it is the most profitable time of the year for any Amazon KDP publisher. So in this video, I'm going to show you the big mistake that so many people make and how you can make sure you're not making it to make the most money as you possibly can this Q4 period. So we're going to start with why is Q4 important. Now it's the final quarter of the year, and with it being close to Christmas, you see a huge uplift in traffic on Amazon. As you can see here are some examples of Q4. You can see the very obvious Q4 spike in some of my data here, massive spike here, and all of the individual Q4 spikes you can see here. So there is massive potential in Q4 if you get your strategy right, which is what I'm going to cover in this video. So you can easily see an uplift of 8 to 10 times in royalties if you get your strategy right, like I say. And specifically for that strategy, I'm going to cover 3 things: the type of books to make, the keywords to use, and also the ads. So let's start off with the types of books to make. And this is the big mistake that so many people make. So many people think that in order to make the most of the Q4 or Christmas uplift, you need to sell Christmas books. They make Christmas activity books like this. Do not fall for this trap. Now, you don't want to be making Christmas books specifically, but you do want to be making books that can be given as Christmas gifts. There's a huge difference between a Christmas book and a Christmas gift. Christmas books are reliant on Q4. Evergreen books use it as a boost. So you can see an example here. This is a Christmas book, and this is a book that can be given as a Christmas gift. These are the ones that are going to make you a lot more money. And just as a heads up, I have recently released a complete step-by-step tutorial of how to create activity books in seconds that I will leave linked up here. Now, how do we do that? Well, by being strategic with the keywords that we're going to be using. You see, during Q4, millions of searches take place every single day. And unlike the rest of the year, a lot of these are gift or Christmas themed keywords. Like I say, do not create Christmas books, but do use Christmas keywords in the back end. And the key with this strategy here is in Q4, you need to package your product in a completely different way to the rest of the year. So here's what I mean. Let's just say this is your book. For 10 months of the year, your keywords will be something like fun games for kids, puzzle books for boys, really good evergreen keywords. However, for the 2 months during Q4, alter your keyword strategy to make the most of this Christmas traffic. Exactly the same book, just packaged up differently as a Christmas gift. So you'd start using keywords like stocking filler for kids, Secret Santa idea for boys, Christmas themed keywords for exactly the same book. Like I say, we're just packaging it up differently, and this is the best Q4 strategy. Rather than competing against the millions of people who are going for a really small niche of Christmas books with thousands of competitors, there is so much more of a bigger market for these evergreen books, and just targeting them differently using the right keywords. So in order to find these keywords, here is how you can do it. Go over to your keyword research software. I recommend Self-Publishing Titan's web app, which I will leave linked below down in the description. I will also leave a link to my free Amazon KDP community if you want to join there, learn even more about KDP and ask me any KDP related questions. So for the Titans Pro web app, this allows us to essentially search for any keyword and get loads of suggestions based off it. So let's take a really broad Christmas term. So let's go for Secret Santa and see what comes off this. Just go ahead and press search. And what this is going to do is look at Secret Santa and see all of these related keywords to that. Now, all you need to do is go through all of these and look at the ones with really high search volume, and then fill out your back-end keywords with these. So all of these have really high search volume. You then move on to something like Christmas gift. So let's go for Christmas gift and see what comes there. You see all of these Christmas gifts. Make sure the keyword is still specific to your book though, and you can see all of the demand and opportunity for lots of these keywords. So these are really good Christmas keywords, and you can literally get hundreds of them just using a broad term by using a keyword tool like this. So now we know exactly what type of books to make and how to use keywords to package them up correctly. How can you finally utilize Amazon KDP ads? Now, I do have a video coming up very shortly after this. Once it is live, I will leave it linked up here that you can see in full detail everything you need to do, but I'm gonna cover the basics in this section here. So Q4 is the perfect time to be advertising your KDP books. In contrast to what most people think, it's actually cheaper than any time of the year, because you think there are a lot more people who are bidding for keywords or products, but that's massively outweighed by just the huge increase in traffic that you get during here. So actually, advertising during Q4 is actually quite cheap. So if you have Amazon ad campaigns already running, make sure you double down on targets that are already working. And if you don't, you can set up a lottery campaign. So this is exactly what I cover in significant detail in this video that I mentioned. So I'll leave a link to that down below in the description, or like I say, it will be left up here. So lottery campaigns, basically with a normal auto ad, you would target just one specific book in a campaign for an auto ad. But with a lottery campaign in one auto ad, you would target all of these different books that you have. And it's basically going to test every single book you have and just try and find as many potential profitable keywords that you can advertise against as possible. It sounds super basic. Honestly, it really doesn't take that much to set these up, and they can be super profitable. But like I say, if you do want to have a step-by-step, really optimized and efficient campaign structure, then I do cover that in that video that I just mentioned. So as a summary strategy, here is what you need to do to capitalize on Q4. The books, don't just create Christmas books, create Christmas gifts. In terms of the keywords, you need to make sure you piggyback off the increase in Q4 traffic. Package up your book to suit the traffic by using what I say Q4 keywords, Secret Santa keywords, Christmas gift, those kinds of keywords. Repackage exactly the same book, but just get it ready for Q4. And then finally, ads, you need to double down on what is working or set up broad campaigns to find those targets. So essentially, if you have loads of products that are already converting well to sales at a good profitability, double down on those during Q4. And if you don't have them yet, you can set up things like lottery ads, like I say, to get those started and start harvesting those keywords that you can eventually double down on. But as I've mentioned, I cover that in extensive detail in the video. So that's a very quick run through of my proposed strategy for Q4 on Amazon KDP. If you had any questions, as always, let me know in the comments section down below. Subscribe for more Amazon KDP content, and I will see you in the next one.